And welcome to UNO Soccer, brought to you by Telepro, a 20-year Omaha-based video production company here in Omaha, Nebraska. Along with Don Klosterman, the head coach of the UNO Soccer program, I am Matt Kelly. And Coach, 2007 has started. You guys are 1-3, not exactly probably record-wise where you guys had expected to be or hoped to be, but just your thoughts on 07 so far.
Well, we're not where we want to be, and everything hasn't worked. But the bottom line is, we've played really well in all the games. We've had the chances to win games. We just haven't finished opportunities we've had a chance. We've had a chance to beat, in all three of the losses, we've had opportunities to beat all three of those teams and should have. And we know that as well. So it's a matter of us getting our act together a little bit in front of the goal, finishing, taking people on, being more aggressive, coming together a little bit more in that sense, and taking responsibility for things that you have to do. If you're in position to get in position to score or finish, then that's your responsibility. Take care of your job, and do your job. So we're working on those kind of things with these guys, and they get it. We see the light. I mean, we see what we have to do. I think they're getting it, and it's just a matter of some time and some work and focusing and getting everybody on the same page.
Speaking of time, it is about 8:30 in the morning. You guys get here every morning at 6:30, correct?
They better be here before 6:30.
Well, you start at 6:30.
We start at 6:30, Matt. 6:15-ish. They're out here. We're out here a little before that, and we get it going, yeah.
Can't imagine that college students love getting up they probably got to get up at 5:30 every morning. But is that something that you let them know when you recruit that, hey, we practice early in the mornings, yeah, and that's something that we do?
We tell them right away. We practice early in the morning. Think about it, though. Most of these kids, when they were in high school, did student government, did student council, did band, did something. Maybe they're on the basketball team and had to practice at 6:30 or be there early for school for something. So it's not a big change that way. The advantage is academically, because they're done here at 8 o'clock. They can take any class they want the rest of the day. We don't have to interrupt them with practice or anything else. They can take all the classes they want. If a kid's in a biology major, they can take labs in the afternoon, chemistry, those kind of things, which can be tough, if you're trying to work around an afternoon practice.
Is that something you've always done since taking over the program here or starting the program?
We've done it for 6 years in a row now, and it's helped our grade point average, believe me.
Okay, 1-3, you're on the road to start the season in California. You had a home game on the road again, and now you're going on the road for 2 more games. Let's talk about that trip that you're heading to Minnesota for.
Well, the exciting thing is we start conference play, and it's always got some meaning to that. And this is the last year of the conference. We would love to do nothing more than to win the conference
again
one more time. Right. So, and it's a tough trip. We've got to go up to Duluth and play them on Saturday. So we'll leave on Friday, play them on Saturday, finish the game at Duluth, get back on the bus, drive to Mankato,
4 hours,
which is about 4.5 hour drive. We got to go through the Twin Cities. It's a bit of a deal. And then play an early game on Sunday. We're going to play at noon instead of the 1 o'clock. So we're pushing it this weekend. But these are kids. They can handle it. It's part of the deal. It's part of the conference. We just got to go take care of that business and make it work for us.
A lot of coaches say that, being at home is great and all, but on the road is when you develop a lot of camaraderie and you do things, you go on a trip like this where you are pressed,
right,
and everybody has to pull together. Do you see that as well? And do you like that challenge of saying, hey, ladies, it might not be the ideal situation, but this is what we're faced with, and we need to do it?
Sometimes I really like it, because it's sometimes better, especially now in a situation where we need to perform, we need to do better. Maybe it's better we're away from all the kind of the things going on here, and you can get more focused, I think, when the team is together, away from other distractions. Maybe if they were here at home, they'd be thinking about, I got to work after the game, or I've got to babysit for this person, or do that, or I got this and that to do. Whereas on the road, we're together, and they have to focus on really what's going on there.
The conference starts. Obviously, you try to schedule early season games and matches that are going to challenge your team. Yeah. Do you think that you've succeeded with that? I mean, at 1-3, does that say that you've succeeded? Or
yeah, we've challenged we've challenged our team, that's for sure. We got to look ahead, and we got to think, what's this going to do for us in 6 weeks from now? And as long as we continue to work and get better, this is going to pay off. and that's how we have to think. We always think positive. We always think what's going to be the best for our girls, what's going to be best for our team, and think of it as in that sense. And we know these games have helped us. And we know that our focus at practice has been good. And if we continue that and work on the things we need, then in 6 weeks, things start working for us.
And it's really not where you start the season, it's where you end it.
Where you end it.
You start the season with a pretty nice national ranking. Right now, obviously, not where, not in those rankings. But are you a coach that gets caught up in that kind of stuff? Do you use that as motivation to say, ladies, we were there, now we're not, now we need to get back? I mean, how do you approach that whole thing?
Well, our motivation right now, Matt, is we got to win some games. And that's bottom line. We don't worry about rankings. We don't worry about past things. We got to worry about what's coming ahead, and we got to win some games. And it's tight because the way it's set up, you have to win these games in the region, which are most of our conference games, and that's really the determining factor who's going to get an NCAA bid. So there's a little bit of urgency to us right now, even though we just talked about where things are going to get better. A few things got to get better right away. There's some urgency to winning games right now that's going to help us get in the tournament.
And does this team have what it takes mentally to deal with that? And I mean, you've got the veterans and Awanski and Danny and Ellen in the goal. I mean, is this a team that you really aren't worried about being able to rise to that challenge?
We're counting on those guys to make put that pressure on them a little bit and that challenge a little bit so that they get that across to the other players and lead the other players, because they all have to realize where we're at right now. And I think they do, and I think they're focused on that. And I think they know they have the abilities. Let's go out and do it. So, I think, again, we have the players, we have the ability, and we're looking for better things as time goes on here.
Speaking of here, we are here at your new home, right?
The great outdoors.
Exactly. And, it's a beautiful morning.
It is.
Beautiful morning. But we're here at your new facility. Formerly Chili Greens, now considered, I think, South of Center, I guess, technically, or the official name. We've got the land behind us. Your fields are over here to our left, but this is the land that they're talking about developing into baseball and softball fields, some hockey practice facilities.
Right.
And again, I mean, you look around and we're on a golf course, which I always love anyways.
Me too.
But, it looks like, it has the makings of some very special things, starting off with your soccer facility.
This is very exciting for us in the athletic department. It's got such potential. If you look out here, you can see there's 50-something acres of land. And just what we've done so far with building these fields here, developing fields here for intramurals and for athletics, and this is a fantastic thing. And this is what's coming at UNO, and this is where UNO is headed, and this is where the community is going to get access to this as well, and it's going to be just a fantastic deal for everyone involved. The university, the community, all of us, student athletes. It's a great place.
And hopefully on this site, UNO Athletics will experience a lot of victories, and again, starting with UNO Soccer. Don Klosterman, thank you very much for your time this morning. Don Klosterman, the head coach of the UNO Soccer program. I am Matt Kelly, and this has been brought to you by TelePro. It's a 20-year Omaha-based video production company, again, based here in Omaha, Nebraska, and we are the sponsor of this show. If you're interested in sponsorship of this show or any of the other UNO athletic shows that we are doing, give us a call at 402-593-0999, or you can contact us via the internet or our website at tmtelepro@aol.com. For Don Klosterman, I'm Matt Kelly. We'll see you later.